Welcome back. Now in this video it's all about the basic areas of human interest so that you can find out what do you actually like. What is it in, for example, the course you chose at university? What are the things that you really like about it so that you have it more specific? Mostly we tend to then reject the entire path so that, like studying is not for me. There are some things that attracted you, and to figure those out, this is the purpose of this video, and we will be going through this list, and I highly recommend you to write them down, because once you write them down, like preferably with a pen on a paper, not digitally, it sinks deeper. If you write it down, it sinks deeper, and then maybe underlining those that mildly interest you and like double underline or something, make like a little check mark behind that, so that you see what are the things that mildly interest me and what are the things that are really necessary for my well-being and to fill me up energetically. I believe this distinction is important. So in whatever way you choose, mark those that mildly interest you and mark those that really hit you emotionally. Number one, health and caring for others. This is a great motivation in nursing, if you work in a kindergarten, also like in a primary school. Caring for others, being there for others, this is a great interest that can be met in very many different ways, and you have to find your own way how to do it. It does not need to mean that you work in a hospital. People I've met, for example, they serve or prepare the food for healing ceremonies or other types of healing work and like spiritual seminars, which is a more, a different environment, and the same need is met. You can still be the supporter, but at the same time, it is an environment that really nurtures your soul, whether most hospitals are actually very detrimental for anybody's well-being, especially for the employees, because it's so much high stress. So is it that? Is it like health or caring for others that you really care deeply about? Or is it more leading people, management, organizing events? Do you know that there are many people who actually love just organizing events, who love to lead people? Or like, are you comfortable in a management role where it's not really so much about creating something on your own, kind of this entrepreneurial or like craftswomen kind of stuff? It's more about leading people and like creating a system which you construct, and you are there as a role model for people and you organize things. Is that? So this is another area of human interest. Very distinct from understanding people, the social dynamics, psychology, and human behavior. This interest, it's all about understanding people rather than leading people. You see, the leader also has a true motivation to understand people, but it's different. People with the third area of human interest, they like to just sit there and listen. It's all about psychology. They like to read self-help books, how to apply that to others, and social dynamics. So is it that? Maybe you see when you chose your course in university, it was exactly that in statistics that you liked so much. The psychology, the figuring things out, understanding people, but you might not have liked the general structure of like academical learning. And I take this example so often because it's one of mine. You see, I believe everybody speaking from personal examples is very rich in experience, but find the things out on your own, you see? Is it that interests you? Or is it more about education, learning and teaching others? Giving value to others by you being in the teacher position, which does not necessarily mean you become a school teacher. You see, you can also do seminars, or you can also, when people want to get their driver's license, be there and explain those things to them, like, the rules of traffic and whatever. You see, it does not necessarily need to mean that you have to take on a job in a school as a teacher. You can teach others in very different ways. It's most important right now to understand that this is some area of your interest, what you would like to do. Or is it more about the arts, sports, expressing yourself or impressing others? And here, being honest on yourself. When we say like impressing others, it has like a little aftertaste of, that's bad, that's egoic, I shouldn't be doing that. But it can be transmuted, to a higher purpose where you actually serve. So many actors, actresses, or like comedians, they still have this deeply ingrained need of impressing others, but they do serve. They give value by like lighting people up. So there's nothing bad about it. It's just about being truthful to yourself, speaking your truth, knowing your truth, and being able to see that. So is it that? Do you like, arts in the sense of drawing or dancing or expressing yourself verbally, or do you like to do digital art or expressing yourself in other ways, impressing others by whatever means, by the way you look, by the way you dress, sports, being very concerned about other people's opinions, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It gives you also a lot of empathy, you see, but is it that? Is it the more artsy, sportsy, being inspiration for others by like thriving in that? Or is it more economy, business, creating wealth? I think this is pretty self-explanatory what I mean by that. Is this the areas? Do you like to sell stuff? Do you like to create a business? Do you like to interact with customers and feel important as a businessman or woman? Is that what you like? So something, either you underline it once or twice when it really hits you, figure it out, feel into it, see if that's an area that you like. Or religious, social interrelations, or philosophy, thinking about society, about politics, about how things work together on a global scale, social interrelations. Is that what you like? Or is it more nature, biology, animals, plants, all the nature itself, you see, learning about everything that's out there? And you don't need to become a marine biologist to satisfy your interest in nature. There are so many other ways. You see, for example, you could have a bicycle rental. If that's what you like, you combine the economic thing with the nature thing, and all the people come in and you can give advice and like, this little area there is beautiful to drive around, like take out your bicycle, and what you see what I mean, you can figure out the things, how you meet your needs. Or is it science, more thinking, planning, collecting ideas, figuring things out, theories, hypotheses, testing, planning, making studies, science, learning, being right, also criticizing others in a very playful way so that everybody grows. Is it that? Also more creating things, for example, woodworks, artworks, or like pottery. Do you enjoy that? So what is it? Now I've given you like a list of basic areas of human interest, and as I said, from starting out where you are right now, feel into what attracts you. And these are the essences of the activities of what attracts you. And in the next video, we will all be going into the needs. This is more the psychology side, but they both go together. They're nuances. They can't really be delineated and distinguished. They both go together, but this is more the area, the general area of interest of what do I actually like, and then the next video is going to be about what feeling is it that I truly like about that. So with this being said, I hope you have checked a few or underlined a few so that you know what really attracts you in the things that you do right now. So with this being said, let us jump right into the next video.